Unless you wish to speak with the emissary of our benefactors. He speaks with, again, not high, like disdain, like thinly veiled, like he's not too super thrilled about this group.
Benefactors. Sort of that sort of voice.
Yes. So I imagine they will have some sort of reward for all of you. Not that money is doing us any good in this place, but if you will be traveling around, perhaps it will.
Have we convinced them to give us a location of a mine yet? We cannot make tools out of wood forever. We're in the fucking wastes.
As it was explained to me, and I hope, and then he again looks at the book, I hope Severe will bring this to functionality. Apparently, as it was explained to me, one of the things this caravan was doing as they were returning, they were, what these people use the word for? They were surveying the land, trying to find places rich with resources, minerals.
Right.
To let us know where we can expand and where should we focus.
Of course.
Unless you have something else to bring to my attention, leave me be. I will need to discuss much with the spirits.
There was one more thing, of course. We found this man here wandering the wastes on his last time. He said he met with a guide kind of creature, perhaps one of the spirits of the woods or the snow. And I can't help but feel like perhaps it is fated for it to have led him here in this time of change. And introduces Krunkan, I believe his name was.
Yes. He looks at you, looks at Krunkan, who is in the background trying to, sing into himself. And then he will respond in Jotun, so only you understand. Krunkan doesn't.
I figured we were talking to Jotun anyways.
It's yeah, that's fair if you want to. Irrelevant.
We've probably been talking about Jotun the entire time, and suddenly Kursal turns to the side and waves to show attention to him, and he's like, "Oh shit, oh fuck, oh no."
Yeah. Basically, he says again, continuing in Jotun, irrelevant. Do with him as you want. I do not care.
Duly noted.
Perhaps if we bridge some sort of deal, we can get some of the resources out of it.
Perhaps. Kursal shakes. We shall both of the shaman no more. Let us go.
Yes, off you go. Leave me be.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm looking up how to possibly become a Death Knight.
For fuck's sake. Ria, you put these ideas in his head. You are to blame for this.
I love the ideas in people's head.
I have to be right back real quick. I'm just gonna say that my character is working on making his stable. He's been slowly building it up because he doesn't have anything else to work on. He doesn't have any animals yet.
So
he's just
building for the future.
Yeah. He's
just
just
a short break then. Yeah, I'm gonna get a sandwich and some water.
Okay. like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, because I was planning to call it in about 40 minutes, more or less.
Sure.
Or somewhere along this time. Maybe up
Take a
to an
short
hour.
break then.
I feel like this is also a pretty good spot.
Good at what?
On. I'll
AFK. See you in a bit.
Yeah. So at least I don't want to call the session just yet before we determine what the party will be interested in doing next. Plus, I want to deal with the entire book thing, because that will have plenty of information and will give you choices to what you will want to pursue.
God damn it. Now I'm looking up this idea seriously. Fuck.
God damn it. I mean, does that mean you have to remake your character again, or can you pull off this concept with this character you have?
It would just be it would just be like a couple of feats. That's it. Like this is this character is a very suitable base for it. It would just be like taking out a couple of feats and replacing them with some other stuff. So really nothing bad.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Again, it's only like the second session, so I'm still gonna be fine. Like if someone will want to like essentially remake their entire character because something doesn't work for them, it's fine. We are learning the system still.
Yeah, just having a quick look. So what is it? Is it dead? Initial. Look at the cantrip of that.
I'm gonna be also be right back. I need to take a piss.
The funny thing is, there is an actual lich archetype, but I don't think I can guess it with what I'm doing.
That's what I was saying. So there's a lich archetype.
Yeah, it's because of the fact you need to be expert in crafting.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Now, so I've noticed you get experience really quickly in Rogue Trader.
I think that's because there's a lot of levels.
I'm not complaining. That's true too. Like, I'm not complaining at all. I like it. But I've just almost finished this first system, and I'm like almost level 16 already. I'm 13 actually.
Mm-hmm.
I also got the achievement for visiting every system in the current expanse before I fixed my before I even got the navigator.
We're really fast at exploring the system, aren't we? Well, Ray, what degenerate threats have you thought up in the tutorial?
Before I forget, real quick, I got a bug, an interesting bug, the second time I launched the game, where all of my slider options, not like the difficulty, but like the config options, set themselves to 0.
Oh.
Including the pan speed and text size. So I was unable to zoom in or out or move the camera. Nothing appeared when people were talking.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I should check it because my sound got down, and I fixed my sound, and I was like, "Oh, that's a weird bug."
Mm-hmm.
But it was not just the sound.
Okay.
No,
Awesome.
So
I've returned.
Mm-hmm.
For fun shenanigans, the navigator is a blast, literally, against some enemies.
Yeah.
Officer is completely broken, by the way.
Yeah.
I have dual main character and her.
I've been watching Julius play. It's pretty disgusting watching even the normal like 30 stats being in the fucking 70s.
I mean.
Oh, my Seneschal guy, his parry is 95%, and his dodge is 75%.
Mm-hmm.
My main character's fellowship is already at 67%. My persuasion is at 97.
I mean, what I like the most is the navigator you pick up. She has an ability that whenever anyone takes an extra turn, she gets +5 willpower.
Oh yeah.
Imagine
Between
that.
her and my officer.
Yeah, that yeah, me as well with the officer. Like everyone giving extra turns to give her more turns, and I gave her another talent that makes her health scale with willpower. So the more turns she gets, the more health she gets.
I got that too. There's also one that her resistance is based off of willpower.
Yes, and there's also one where she heals based upon willpower every single
I have
day.
that one as well. I also have another fun one. Because one of the main officer ability is you get 2 action points, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, she also gets an ability whenever she takes an extra turn, she gets extra move. So now I just grab that.
Yeah, I grab that as well. I think it's bugged because it says that you should give allies extra move, but the way it works is whenever anyone else gets an extra turn, she gets extra movement speed. Which is interesting.
Well, when she uses powers on allies, they should get extra move speed.
Yeah, but I haven't been able to give anyone extra move speed yet, but she gets it, which is weird.
I need to grab the officer ability for her that lets her take a turn at the start of combat.
Yeah, that one is so silly. I love that one ability.
I have it on my main one, but
yeah, it's such a silly ability. Also, if you want to try a completely bugged ability, she has a navigator ability that makes enemies take an extra turn to shoot each other. That ability is bugged to hell and beyond.
That's hilarious.
In every single way possible, because I was like, oh shit, they take an extra turn, so she gets more willpower. Let's go. Except A, it doesn't work most of the time. B, when it works, sometimes enemies just decide like, no, we're gonna do the player thing where we say, I'm not gonna do anything, when we're mind control and just end their turn immediately. And C, once they fucking attacked I did it on 2 enemies next to my Abelard, and they fucking attacked him with an ability that specifically says they attack other enemies.
Yeah, I was fighting some cultists, and like the cultist leader was like standing in front of one of their mooks, and the mook just like lifted his las rifle into the burst fire and landed every single shot on his leader.
I love that when it happens. It's so dumb. I mean, I think the best
full
part
health to dead. I was just like, are we sure this guy's a cultist?
Yeah, we're sure this guy's a cultist. Is a good reaction. Even better when they're shooting Abelard. 0 damage to Abelard while everyone around him is just getting absolutely murked.
Okay.
I mean, I fucking love Abelard. The fact that you can have him be like, please tell this riffraff how to address me every single time you go anywhere.
Well, when I I replaced him with the interrogator when I got him because you had to have someone in there, and I like the other 3. It's hilarious because I was able to have the tech priest introduce me.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's actually great. Oh my god. Maybe I actually can switch out Abelard now, because I can have somebody else introduce. I wonder how the list of people who can introduce you goes. Like, how far does this rabbit hole go? Can you have the psyker introduce you? Like, how bad does it get?
Have you gotten the interrogator yet?
No, I've just like landed at the big planet after getting the navigator, and there's just a shit ton of fights and traps and stuff like that. That's
yeah, he is a psyker with a force weapon, and he's a soldier.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
So he is. So you just when you level up, make sure you grab the blade light or whatever it is that lets him do extra damage with force weapons.
I mean, yeah. By the way, you know the Mechanicum guy? I've got him to do over 60 damage with a melee attack.
I'm back.
I believe all of us has returned.
All right.
Yes.
So we return to our body back into the castle itself. So, except for our Tetric Golem, who is tending to his stable, so to say, what is everyone up to in this strange place?
The question is, I will have to ask, does anyone goes to Sphere to bring the book?
Oh, I would do that, because I am holding on to the book.
All right, the Trick Golem heads to Sphere to speak with the The troll chief. Healer.
Sphere is a frost giant as well.
Oh, Prosperity healer.
Yeah, apothecary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only Tetrick, or does anyone accompany him, or what everyone else is doing
Mm-hmm.
in their spare downtime?
I'll be doing Drake things and magic things.
Mostly
Drake things.
Oh, by the way, while we're
Hey,
here, I'd like to check up on the animal.
You have a pet.
Yes, I do.
What pet is it you have? A tiny animal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Havard will totally just be doing stuff involving necromancy, or learning about stuff. Totally.
Yes. I'm telling you, all the final battle is just going to be Kursal versus a certain party member. Yeah.
It'll be Kurzo versus Havard and his skeleton army.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our very human guest and the citadel full of people immune to cold is probably very, very cold.
Mm-hmm. Kursal, after realizing that he looks very blue all of a sudden, it might not be a good thing. Would take him. Let's see. There are probably a bunch of wood and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is a fair point. If you have any fire around here, that would be useful. I mostly went by the cold lands. We have this like elixir. I'm trying to remember the name right now, but it like helps dealing with the cold.
Alcohol.
I mean, not fully.
Quite.
Well then, I'm sure we have some wood. I'll gather some of the trolls and have them pick it up for you.
Now I remembered. The alchemist that sold it to me called it Winter Wolf Elixir.
Well, I do apologize, but we don't really have much of that around here. Mm-hmm.
No, it's fine. Just a small campfire will do.
Very well. I'll make sure some of the trolls bring it to you, and hopefully we can avoid you going even more blue.
We could get someone to light one of the braziers for you.
That would be much appreciated. I would do it myself, but everything here is quite large.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The brazier is about the height of you.
Yes. So, Kursal would go and get some of his cronies, like the few trolls that he's gotten so far, willing to follow him around, to gather up some wood and the like, and light one of the braziers on fire. To probably a bit of a head scratching from a lot of the trolls as they see this like tiny humans sit around and slowly but surely warm up. Though I doubt this would be particularly like mental well, as he sees a bunch of eyes in the shadows outside the like light, basically. As the trolls stare at it curiously.
Alright, the dark vision. I mean, I would imagine you can play it like, I mean, that way it's like more silly and interesting, but I would imagine the fortress would have some guest rooms. Obviously, they would not be like super comfortable, but...
I think the problem with the guest room is like they're probably like unused, right? Since there's plenty of room everywhere, right?
Yep.
I'd also imagine that like we'd have light sources, maybe torches or something around, because like we all have dark vision, but people like seeing color.
Although not everyone. I think frost giants have low light vision, not dark vision.
That is correct. Frost giants do indeed have low light.
I think it's more like we probably like the races are probably all separated in different places. Like the drakes are chilling in one place, trolls in another, and a frost giant like around the leader of this place, right? So he's probably, if he follows me, he probably ends up more where the trolls are hanging around.
I'd have to say the drakes are probably like split off into separate areas, unless you probably want them killing each other.
Oh yeah, good point. They're all very territorial and solitary.
It's like that might not be a good thing. It's like, yes, all the drakes hang out in this area. Just check a couple of days later. Where are all the drakes?
Why is there so much blood around here? What happened?
They killed each other upon one of them dropping a coin.
You said they were reformed. Anyways,
Someone else said we were reformed.
But yeah, Kursal is just like, as he realizes these things, is like light some flames for our guests and the like. Bullies some of the trolls who really don't like flame into lighting some of the candles and braziers, and suddenly all the light comes back into the room as all the old tapestries and the like from the time when frost giants ruled this place. Worn down for ages and the like, and suddenly it's all rather hospitable. As Kursal, and Tetrick Thawed basically are just chilling there, like wondering what to do next.
I mean, at some point you will be going to.
Tetrick joins and he was chatting with him. And then, Tetrick, you were the one who wanted to go and speak with the priestess.
Apothecary. Please, it's not. Otherwise, someone might be having big issues if it's a priest. No, it's not a. It's not a cleric. It's apothecary.
Derp.
Yep, I'm going over to deliver the book.
Kursal will follow.
Tetrick, Kursal. Nice to see you back. I take it you do not have any injuries that need my attention? Essentially,
Nothing that is immediately threatening.
I cannot pull it completely over, but imagine Sphere is channeling big grandmother energy.
Hands you a plate of cookies when you enter.
Maybe not cookies, but she's definitely more. Despite how weird it sounds, he's more warmer in interactions. And essentially, compared to the shaman, she's more reformed one. However, don't try to leave the hospital bed when you are still recuperating from injuries.
Yes, then you will have to stay there for more reasons, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm basically like, I don't know if you guys know Bleach, I'm just inspiration from Unohana.
I'm just imagining now this like buff grandma lady that's an expert at non-lethal combat. For whenever you try to like leave the bed, she just like folds you in half and puts you back in bed.
Now, dearie, do not strain yourself. Goes back to bed. Yes.
Yes, Tetrick, would you kindly hand over the letter we found?
Yeah, the book, like the journal.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is such a waste of good paper. I take it this is what brings you here to me?
Mostly so, yes. Unless you have some other ideas, Tetrick.
None that I can think of.
As it happens, in the process of learning how to treat living beings, I figured out that some abilities, techniques, and tools we use can be also used for items as well. After all, you use salt to deal with snow, so you do not slip and break your leg. So, give me a while. Is it something very pressing?
No, not really. We'll have to be away sooner and later, so the sooner the better, but no, there's no great rush.
Then I will try to have it finished by tonight. So in about 8 or so hours, I suppose. And as a side note, did you perhaps bring me any bodies that I will need to inspect and conduct an autopsy? I think I like this word that the other races are using.
No, we handed over the body to the shaman, and he'll likely bring it here sooner or later.
Unless he becomes engrossed with his spirits. Oh, don't worry, I will talk to this old geezer myself.
Good thing you do. He Kurzul sighs a bit. I'm a bit worried he might be looking more towards spirit than anything else.
Perhaps he is the oldest of us. I am still somewhat younger than him, but we are all part of the first wave, I suppose you can call it, of those that were brought back.
Hi.
Still, I will admit the same that some days I wish he also put as much focus on the matters of physical realm as much as he does on the spiritual.
Indeed. There was no one else I'd trust more on the spiritual realm, but his vision is a bit clouded when it comes to what he's doing. He asks the spirits, not the people below him, about what needs to be done. No, sorry, forgive me. I'm distracted. Please do what you need to do with this note, and we will be off. So we will take a bit of healing.
Of course. Of course, dearie, of course. I will. Come seek me out. I will most likely be in my chambers here. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, essentially her apothecary, her like chambers, those are filled with the smells of herbs, various concoctions, smelling salts, basically everything you can like imagine that is like has strong smells that can be used to craft medicine.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what else Kurzul would do, so.
Take the well-deserved rest. You have been traveling for quite a few days, after all.
So yeah, Kurzul is like going back to his cronies and talking to the trolls and making sure they don't eat our guests. Tetrick, I do believe you were building your stables, dreaming for the future, a big man.
Yep.
I imagine that Harvard is probably spending time with the Frost Giants. He's got two fucking gangs here, the Frost Trolls and the Frost Giants.
There's gang warfare at its worst.
Imagine having a fucking pet shark.
It's not going to be a pet shark. It's going to be a pet icicle if you get a shark in the fucking frozen land.
I know.
And what's Hellbender up to up in the frozen skies?
More gang war, just instead of gang war, it's singular and between the drakes.
Is Hellbender always doing just bullying other drakes and like vying for territory up in the skies,
Basically, bullying some of the lesser trolls and giants.
Yeah, getting like, follow me, bring me loot, and they're like, okay, fine, go, stop trying to scare us.
Pretty much.
All right.
There's a lake chair. What the fuck?
Three petty kingdoms among many others. This great castle, I suppose, is a microcosm of the north as it's been so long. No clear ruler, everyone waging war, and everyone thinking they're the boss. And of course, the few mammoth herders just trying to live a good life and getting dragged into it all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. As you basically at the evening, two pieces of information will come to you. One, the identity of the attacker, the aberration. Shaman learned about it and will inform the others that this was a Seguati servant. And the problem is, obviously they are a servant, so obviously they serve someone higher. Probably also an even worse and more dangerous aberration than itself. And then combining that with the information from the book, the journal that essentially contained all the information that the survey team acquired. Some of them sadly do not have specific coordinates, so finding some of these places will require still finding vista points, like vantage points and markers. Sorry, I'm lacking the English word, like
lookout.
Yeah, lookouts, like basically identification points. Like you see this rock, so you know that you have to like turn left. This kind of deal.
Landmark.
Landmarks. Yes, that was the fucking word I was missing. Sorry. But yes. So, first of all, they basically managed to find out the resource points, places where you can set up mines, and even in 2 cases there is some infrastructure left over. Obviously it needs to be brought back to life, restored, but it is possible. And within up to 2 days time of journey from the tribe, you have the resources of like stone, gold, silver, copper, and iron. Like a big actually obviously stone can be, you can like go out there to like any hill and mountain and just carve it, but there's like a half-made abandoned quarry relatively nearby.
If you're putting landmarks, could you like try and like make a map or something and put them down? Because it's much easier to remember.
Yes, it will be done in the future.
Yeah,
Near future, but it will be, yes. So the mines, also in terms of landmarks, there's a mention in the journal about like a singular totem-like structure made out of heavy, thick wood somewhere out in the wilds. That the journal does speak of, like it felt like it was a place of power. And when the totems are mentioned, let's see, does Corzel has any knowledge skills?
Who has knowledge?
It's a religion would work for you, Corzel.
Sure, let me make a religion check.
DC will not be super high because you are a troll, so it's
16.
So something this brings up to is brought. Fucking hell, I cannot speak English. This rings a bell somewhat. You do remember, either from reading or maybe as an echo in your soul, in your memory, that at places like these totems out in the wilds, they were places of power, worship for the trolls of old. And you can say, with 16, that in some cases, it wasn't always the case with all the tribes, but some tribes also considered that controlling them and actually conducting religious rituals was a sign of power and authority. Also, just obviously I fucking closed it. But yeah, so that's that. And in terms of like mentions, there are 2 more of note that you quickly notice, and then again they will be put later on the map. One that, actually 3, sorry. One, they speak of a place that was so called that they actually found a white dragon being frozen underneath like icy surface.
Wow.
One place of hut, as in they describe fissures in the ground that spew smoke. And description says like underground volcano, question mark, question mark, question mark. And yeah, and the last one would be, this one is actually doesn't have any details whatsoever, or rather it has very sparse details, and it's pretty clear they did not reach that place. They basically like saw some weird silhouette from far away after finding a high point to observe. That they describe something looking like a crush site. But that one is many days away from the tribe.
I can't believe we have Yellowstone right next to us.
Oh shit, it's gonna explode, guys.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that place of hut, it's roughly, as you guess, around between a week and a half of traveling.
Okay. Still would be bad if it was actually a volcano that went off.
I mean, a literal volcano would be a cool place, you know. Why we have this Frost Team adventure, and then there's a volcano. We're like, please, no, don't be anything bad happening in the volcano. It's gonna be fire enemies, and Matt's like, oh, and something bad happens in the volcano. We all cry.
I couldn't find a pet with the tiny size. So is it allowed if I just grab one that's small?
I mean, we are all one size category bigger, right? That would make sense, no?
Yeah, that's fine. Thus, I imagine like all of like these pets, like small pets, are like usually like creature zero, so they are not really relevant in combat either way.
Can I choose a uncommon one?
In terms of dealing damage, I would say, but like they might have some utility. What do you have in mind? I will ask.
A metal elemental, because it's made of mercury, and we can say that it's tiny because it's in the cold area.
Are you telling me that you just like found this really, really dangerous thing that's following you around, and only because it's so cold, it hasn't killed anyone yet? Literally harmed because of the cold, but would literally kill you if it wasn't.
It's actually kind of funny.
Yes, like that's actually kind of hilarious.
I kind of dig the idea.
Just like, oh, look how cute it is. It's just like trying to stab you with the mercury. It's so nice.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, go for it. Is it just like
Nice.
Is it just like a shapeless blob of mercury, of like small blob of mercury, or does it like have like a shape?
Well, it's an elemental, so I imagine it's like parts of mercury floating around in sort of a tornado in a way. But because it's mercury, it's tiny here.
Honestly, I need to look at it. If even does the Pathfinder even has like a mercury elemental as a?
It does if you go to Animal Companion Ancestries.
What the hell?
And put in metal elemental. That's dark vision and intimidation.
Hold on.
I wonder what spiked.
Metal elemental, and it can be mercurial.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it up.
Please keep describing how he tries to kill people, but it's just very ineffectual about it.
I like to think that it goes up to Kronkun, and he gets terrified of it.
It's like, what is? Why doesn't it kill you. No, he's hard. He's nice. He just likes to cuddle and hug people.
Oh, it don't bite. Meanwhile, it actively trying to stab him.
Right. Well, that's. I wasn't ever expecting to hear somebody having a Mercury Elemental as like that. But hey, we'll live, we'll learn. So yeah.
Yeah, it works.
So yeah.
The
Do you have anything more to add, Matt, or do we call it here?
I was going to ask, basically throw a couple of options to like figure out what the party would be focused on. Because one, for example, Krunkan, while appreciating your hospitality, would probably not want to stay here for too long. And you would have an option if you want to like travel, like escort him closer to the safer area. So that's one thing. Second, you can start surveying the resource areas because some of them, like you mentioned, they're like probably abandoned. In two of their cases, they're like, there's probably something dwelling around in the area. So whoever checks the place, you need to like secure it first. So that's that. Hell, when it comes to Krunkan, you can try to like convince him to like, oh hey, that Hydra, we can like, hunt it. That's also an option, resource, or like perhaps investigating one of the areas mentioned, like the super cold one, the hot one, or maybe like this place of power.
Well, I say we try and escort this guy out. As Cursor said, there must be a reason. The spirits must have led him here. And then we'll try to go from there. If not, the Cursor would then go to the place of power if nobody else, tries to stop him in any way. So that's the order of operations here. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
We escort
I'm just gonna
Ulkan out of here and then head for the place of power. Unless something else distracts us along the way, as it surely will.
Yeah, and probably, Sphere would mention, if she'll catch you leaving, that to keep an eye out if you'll see any place where interesting, colorful-looking herbs are glowing. Make a note of them, or if you'll be a dearie and grab a sample or two. I'm always on the lookout for more ingredients. For my concoctions.
I'm
just gonna double check the quest ideas. Okay. Something will
The goal is to, at the end of this, have like 5 separate things that I'm controlling.
When you can play the entire party by yourself.
Yes. I don't need you guys anymore. I am the party.
I was about to say, if it's any consolation, I can relate to that goal.
There's an archetype that gives you an undead companion as well.
Is it like session 1 where all these 4 guys? Session 10, you guys have all your army and cursors, like, for fuck's sake.
We have 2 armies, one made of like whatever random shit I could find, and one made of undead.
Which could also be whatever random shit I can find.
But undead.
Alright, before we call it.
Yes.
2 things. One, as it turns out, they do not meet with you specifically unless you'll want to have that next session. But small bags with coins will be delivered to you as a payment for task accomplished. Each one of you will receive 50 gold pieces. Obviously, they don't have much use for you in the fortress itself, but in case you'll be traveling to a
Sooner or later, we
other
will
settlement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna double check. Basically,
Sorry.
assist you with travels. I'm just gonna look what type of healing potions there are.
Sorry, how much money was that?
50 gold per head.
So all
Okay.
gain 50 gold.
Nice.
We're rich.
We have now exceeded our starting budget.
Let's
rich.
go. We're rich.
And then each one of you gets one lesser healing potion.
Wow. How much money did we get?
50
was trying to
gold.
find- I was trying to find my spot to put it in.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, is there a healing potion here somewhere?
Consumables.
It should be. It's part of the core rulebook.
You said lesser healing potion?
Yes.
I can't drink those.
Well, maybe. Healing potion is mine now. Thank you, Minion.
No, I'm slowly working towards being a partial spellcaster.
I'm working with the idea that they are not aware that you are negative energy type of person, so they did not give you like necrotic energy potion.
I mean, that's probably for the
So,
best.
so it's mining healer potion?
It'll be revealed. It's fine.
Lesser healing potion.
Lesser. Okay.
That's item 3.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I mean, that said, I think
And
that's
2 of them?
One per head.
two.
Okay.
Two of it. I think I'm the only one with like an actual form of like healing myself. Well, I say that there's the battle.
It's one of the
Torso looks down at you, pathetic.
I liked about Wrath of the Righteous is because they have the inflict potions, and like most people don't realize that you can't actually make inflict potions.
But why?
It's just not really useful for most people.
Mm-hmm. It's like if this was Battle Gate, yeah, you can throw them at enemies, but it's rather righteous. Now we make a wacky build so you can drink them and not be completely useless. Mm.
But I think I've got.
Don't they have Dampiers in Wrath?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I've got
Mhm.
a more solid idea though, of, like characters build now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually making use of an archetype.
Okay, so that's the treasure, and I'm not sure. Sorry, because it was I didn't hear correctly. Did Izar gave his potion to someone else?
Yeah.
Took it unless he stops him.
I was about to say, once we're outside, out of eyesight, he'll hand over the potion.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of being near positive energy disgusting him.
Uh-huh.
To anyone in specific, or
He'll give it to Tetrick
Okay.
out of old-fashioned racism.
What the hell? So you gave the potion to Tetrick?
Yeah.
No, my 2 healing potions.
all right.
I do
So
not need.
let us deal with the questions. And again, they are asked. The group is asked, and the group answers, and the group gets the milestone points. So, have we learned anything new / interesting / useful?
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much so.
We have bad guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Did we defeat a notable enemy?
Nah.
Nah, we finished what was left of last time.
Right. Did we survive a noteworthy / dangerous encounter?
I mean,
What?
I'd say no, other than the fact of your fucking rolls.
And to
Did
be
you
fair,
survive the
That
GM
should
roll?
have been dangerous.
and to be fair, if you didn't roll, sorry, I'm just gonna finish one thing. If you didn't roll that high on perception, both Izar and Kurzel would have eaten 66 fireball.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was about to say
That
like,
was a fireball rune.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that cave network was a death trap, and yeah, we would have taken 66 plus 10 damage.
Jesus
A
Christ.
total of, let's see, 31 damage.
But yes, that would have been a dangerous encounter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So
In fact,
that's
I saw there were multiple hazards. In fact, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
all right. So that's another one. And have we acquired a worthy treasure?
I don't know
Not
if you consider. I mean, I don't know if you consider.
I mean,
treasure.
I only got like a rod that lights up when you smack it against the surface, so I don't think
Again,
so.
it's a question not to the specific party members. It's for the group.
Yeah.
If the group feels
I
like
know,
it's
I know.
about a worthy treasure.
No,
I don't think so.
Probably
We didn't
think
really get much.
consider picking up the Monster Hunter a treasure, so no. Mm.
I mean, I very much consider the Monster Hunter a thing. So
Uh,
All right. And the last question: did our actions assist our people / our tribe? Did we do something noteworthy for our tribe?
Yeah, we got information about our surrounding area.
mhm,
We also
Alright.
got a outside contact.
mhm.
yeah, that's true.
In the
All right.
Monster Hunter world.
And with that, because that's 3 questions for yes, combining that with the previous 2, you level up.
Yay!
You are now level
Level
5.
5.
See,
Oh boy, I get my. Oh, that's really fucking
Which-
good, actually.
It's a solid because I realized that because you need to get 1000 XP for every level up. Essentially, you can level up after doing 10 severe encounters.
yeah, I mean, in that case, we're running 10 severe encounters. Mm.
I got weapon expertise. Woo, I think a lot of other people did as well.
For now, it seems like this method is somewhat quicker.
Mm.
Okay, I need what's the fucking feat called now? Okay, well the build is coming together.
I do believe I
Boost
get
my. I don't really need to boost my strength anymore.
Oh, I get 3rd level spells.
Well, some of us do. I don't.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we also get ability boosts. We get 4 ability boosts put into 4 of our attributes. 80. If it's going from 18
It
plus,
does it by itself.
yeah, it's a partial. So
Mm.
okay, I would take that.
Oh, where do you?
I'm at strength plus 4, con plus 3, wisdom plus 2, and charisma plus 4.
Skill increase.
Jesus fuck.
So what? I think I fucked up.
How so?
My max health went from 98 to 73.
Probably. Go to the. Yeah, probably. Go to the ability boosters quickly.
Fuck.
Build. Where is that?
Attribute modifiers edit.
So we get how many points? 2 points?
Oh, my stats are what?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally added metal elemental to my character.
So you're slightly less tanky? Or slightly more?
It messed. I think it put a couple of my stats that I had lower than what they should be.
That would make sense.
Okay, then sorcerer. 2e sorcerers getting expert in fucking fortitude.
And the classic.
How do I get rid of ancestry elemental? How?
What
Granted haste.
did you drag? What the ancestor? What did you do?
I accidentally dragged the metal elemental onto my character sheet.
You should be able to go to the items
Yeah.
and then type in frost and then drag on the frost giant ancestry back onto your sheet.
Yeah, just spell
Yeah.
same level to spell.
Yeah. Now I see the.
Jesus fuck! Like this is a lot of HP for level 5. That the frost giant has.
Where is?
That's the safety net, I suppose.
Yeah,
Where-
115 HP.
Oh wait, that's actually super fitting. Untrained improvisation. That's cool.
Where is the frost giant?
Go to the items, and then I think just type. Yeah, the little items button next to the actors, which is the person icon, it's a little bag icon. Type in Frost into the search bar, and it should call up the ancestries and heritages.
Hold on. So next to the.
Actually, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Items.
I'm
Frost
struggling.
Giant.
Okay, I think level 6.
Oh no, I found it. Okay.
Yeah, you can
I'm
just
tempted to grab Fireball.
drag it.
I think we also get a skill increase as well, so you can put anything. You can make something from untrained to trained, or from trained to expert.
What do you guys think? Fireball?
That depends on how often we're going to be on the receiving end of that.
Mhm.
I swear I won't be one of Julius's characters.
Is that a reference to something?
Fucking blue mage.
Multiple of Julius's characters have practiced the idea of if the enemy's dead, then we won. Collateral damage, what's that?
Shush, that was like one character, okay?
There's two. I've got a combo going on now. So alongside the persistent mental damage, which I can inflict, I can now do this.
Agonizing rebuke.
Yep.
Rouse skeletons.
Rouse skeletons?
This
A
is
misshapen skeletal form erupts from a solid surface, such as the stone floor, and then
the nice thing is that the agonizing rebuke is
fills
not
the burst.
is not persistent damage, so it always exists, provided I can keep them feared.
So basically, I summon skeletons from the floor to grab people.
Yes.
Mhm. That's
That's
a
an
funny
interesting
looking. That's a funny looking spell.
Yeah. As an aside, I
The
swapped
Imperial
out.
Feast.
I swapped
Oh,
out
that's just
my.
Imperial touch.
I swapped out my second level feat for the Oracle dedication.
Maybe I should grab Bind Undead so I can turn your armies against you guys. Mm.
The thing that I'm noticing with the chat, especially evil champion, is that a lot of the feats are kind of lackluster. And the champion has a pretty solid spell progression for some fucking reason.
Huh. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Agonizing Despair? The target takes 46 mental damage and becomes frightened 1, 2, or 3. Depends on how well they do.
Agonizing what? Despair.
Despair.
Agonizing despair.
I'm just gonna put it out there. It's obvious it's not gonna be the only group of enemies, but you already got a taste that aberrations are definitely gonna be playing a
Troublesome role.
they are active, so
I'm happy for that, because I think they're still susceptible to mental damage, I think, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I didn't check all of them, all the aberrations, but just saying in case you think. But obviously, other enemies are possible as well. I do have some ideas for the that air quotes underground volcano.
I say, Julius, go for it.
Yes, you just want more people feared. I can see it.
Well, the thing is, the agonizing rebuke is only when I demoralize a foe, which is quite upsetting. But there's nothing stopping me from demoralizing them once they're frightened.
Yes.
To try and get that critical success with the fear.
Yeah, so even better is that when they're already feared, right, they get bonuses to hit them with everything else, including another
Do
attack.
you count as your own ally in Pathfinder 2e?
No.
Okay.
It will. Pathfinder 2 has been very specific, and they go, it has to specify you.
I was just making sure.
Yeah. It is. We technically no longer count as our own allies.
Mm-hmm.
Although, judging by how I've been playing Hayvard, he barely considers everyone in the party allies.
Fucking hell.
40-12.
Aberration kinship? What?
48 damage is how much exactly?
Let's see. A D12
Oh, never mind.
6.5 average.
I don't think level 6
18
gives me...
damage on average. So it's only slightly more than just hitting them with a great axe.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, my fucking spell DC went up by 2, that's right. One from the actual level and another one...
So Lightning Bolt is actually a choice between Fireball now, because Lightning Bolt does actually do more damage, can do more damage than Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, wait.
That's interesting.
Wait a sec. I'm grabbing this. I think, unless this is better.
Yeah.
This is maybe the first time that we've actually got like... Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fireball...
Create a 24 area protection against aberration, celestials, dragons, fiends, or undead. Hey, that's all of you guys.
Wait, what?
I'm Mimi.
I don't count as an undead.
No, yeah, of course not. Trust. I take your word for it. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Should I grab feet to fins for that inevitable underwater section?
What, wings to fucking wings? I can make a fire attack, holy fire attack.
I can't actually get the lich dedication.
Mm-hmm.
I can't become a lich with the rate that my spell cast.
I should totally just grab the cozy cabin spell, just use it for myself.
There we go.
It's like we sit down to rest, and I just like pop a cabin up and step inside.
Okay, I can now talk to animals.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'll probably be doing for level 6 is grabbing. I think it's the basic.
Wait, no, that's gnome specific.
Yeah, it's the basic Oracle spellcasting that I'll be grabbing at level. I'm just gonna dump it in the chat.
3d4, 3d6.
Well, do you have any idea what this has been renamed to? Because I can't find it in the... No, it's a spell on the Netus that I can't find on the Ford.
It's what level spell is it again?
Level 3.
Level 3. I recognize it from the image, so let me just... It's a divine spell. It is now called... Thank you, game, for showing me the fucking spell ranks from first and second. I don't care about those. It's now been called... Oh, for fuck's... Okay, let me just quickly get rid of all the other spells. Okay, it is now called, and it's divine. Moonlight Ray is still the same. Okay, it's called Holy Light.
Holy Light.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's so much different to this. Holy.
The only difference is that if the target is the unholy trait, you do an extra amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the same. Which means that technically, yes, you could throw that at Hayvard and he would take that extra spirit damage.
Ah, yes. 5d6 plus 10 fire damage plus 5d6 spirit damage.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
I'd consider Shadow Projectile, but none of us are fucking ranged, except for me.
It'd be basically what... It'd basically be...
10d6 plus 10 damage?
No, shit, yeah, it would be. It would be... I don't know why I put the plus 6 there. Yeah, it would be just add an extra 4 there. Yeah, it'd be about 40 damage on average, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty good, no?
That's pretty good.
In actual combat, I would probably ask you to like roll it. Actually, it probably would have it been built like roll separately because you might have creature that has specific resistance to one of the damage types.
It would more than likely be the fire damage, but yeah, I don't think creatures really have spirit resistance, so.
So kind of like barely anything has force resistance.
Yeah, basically, I think spirit damage is now basically the new force damage. In that barely anything has a resistance to it.
Well, this is a cool effect. Warding aggression. 2 attacks, you make an attack, and depending on whether or not you hit it, you gain either +1, +2, or +3 AC against an enemy.
Yeah, it's pretty. I got
1d8 spirit damage and 1d8 vitality damage.
vitality is positive energy.
Okay.
I got 2 cantrips from the Oracle dedication. I got this,
Void Orb's nice.
and I also got this.
I can also do Wall of Shadow and Wall of Radiance. What's Radiance do? How's it different than Virtue?
Kemnedi sadistic love of torture. Okay then, Harvard Trollhide are. Is the only reason you name Trollhide because you skin the trolls before you kill them, huh?
I mean, that's how you make money.
Mm-hmm. Creatures that lack internal organs are immune to the spell. Oh, I can't cast it on you because Izar doesn't have a fucking heart.
I realize. I know I'm calling the Thorun as a shaman, but I know from a fact that I don't see shaman anywhere as a class, so I will have to like make him as a different
he's a
spellcaster.
shaman. He has a different class, but he is a shaman, you know.
Yeah.
Class-wise,
yes, but mechanically, if it ever comes to combat, I will have to build him like a spellcaster of some kind.
Just make him like a
Oracle for
Witch
sure.
or Psychic.
Yeah,
Oracle.
Witch or Oracle, depending on exactly where he gets his powers from.
or Druid.
That could be cool.
Druid is a good choice.
Yeah, Druids are not confined to shapeshifting now. They can actually just be like pure spellcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a decent reason to.
That's how I was playing my Orc Druid initially. Was he was just like he was more in line with like what a shaman is, as opposed to like a hobo living in the forest Druid.
If you have quickened from haste, does the extra attacks still get the penalty?
Yeah.
That's not as good.
You can use it to like intimidate someone and then make 3 attacks, for example, move around.
Yeah, the thing is the quicken action can only do a certain number of things, but something like a free stride, for instance, is another action you can use for something else.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So it is basically an extra action because you'd probably move or strike at least once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you will generally always get use out of it. So yeah. But yeah, there we go.
I'll also grab slow. Because slowed seems like good. Will reduce the number of actions they have.
Oh yeah, slowed is very good.
An NPC that survived a session with this party, he deserves art. I mean, probably.
Well, in perhaps the most ironic twist of fate, I'm tempted to fucking just grab this.
You want to know what the best part about this fireball is?
Yes.
Range 500.
Wow. Range 60 feet in D&D was already dumb enough.
Actually, I'm going to grab Vitality Lash because it's a necromancy. It's a necromancy spell, so cantrip. So,
like, my next highest range spell is Ray of Frost at 120. Then Horizon Thunder Sphere can get 60, and then a bunch of stuff at 30.
Plus, there is some
or Moonshaker is 100.
There is some interesting combos I can do with this as like a champion, actually.
Donna, quick question: is there any problem with casting a ranged spell attack in melee?
No. I don't know. I don't think so.
So I can just blast them, shoot them in the face with a holy ray.
Yeah, exactly. You could do that. Of course, the main issue would be to worry about, and this goes for any spells that have a somatic component, even if it is like a melee spell like Gouging Claw, is that it will provoke attacks of opportunity if the creature has it.
No.
That's just something to keep in mind. But what? Yeah.
Wait, somatic component?
Yes. The wave hand in the air do spell effects.
Well, I gotta admit that this spell is complete kind of arse. Look at this.
Yeah. So yeah, you would get attack of opportunity for the somatic component, but You just have
Yeah,
to.
they go through making this one somatic then.
Keep in mind, and I do have to stress this: a lot of creatures, the majority of creatures, do not have attack of opportunity.
Yes, but this is the kind of spell you use against a strong opponent who likely is going to have attack of opportunity.
Entirely possible. But that's you can either bait it out with somebody else trying to do it, and keep in mind with the 2 spells that I have, like Void Warp, I will be going into melee. I'll be striking, and then if I'm still standing, I will be using Void Warp and then striking again.
I mean, yeah, that's such ideas do I have.
Yeah, like I'm going full on like Death Knight now.
I mean, I'm definitely doing like a Magus type playstyle, except not being a Magus.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to grab Fey Influence for the hell of it.
But yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like that, the quickened condition, for instance, with your haste, would mean that people like myself and Judas with with Crusoe.
I mean, if you give it to Cursor, he can move. He can cast a spell, move up, and then attack, which is really strong.
Yeah, same with Havard. So yeah, like haste is going to be proper strong for at least 2 people.
I get it's my bloodline, so it's not a choice anyways.
Well, I mean that's
no
good.
Choice.
But yeah,
it's a good choice. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a choice.
Yeah,
it was a choice I made back at level 1.
I can technically hurt myself with this.
I'm considering just grabbing Fey Influence for the hell of it.
Influence by the Fey. What are you, a Fey dragon?
Grab the kite she and turn into a cat. Just a normal sized house cat as a dragon.
Yes. Imagine that you go from this massive creature down to a cat, which is so small. Everyone's like, "What the heck is this big thing?"
But walk up and just hit him with a gouge claw. Still. Just fucking murder people.
Cat moment.
Yeah. And just for just a second. Overall, I had fun. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah, it was a fun session. Thank you for the session. I hope you have a good day.